Was that reckless enough? There we go.
Hello everyone, welcome back. We have watched Everything Everywhere All at Once, the latest movie by the Daniels. And if you've not seen this movie, you've not seen this movie.
No, and I implore you to see this movie.
Because
Spoilers.
once you see this movie, it's literally, you can't stop thinking about it.
Nope.
It's literally about everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yes, and also all the emotions that you can possibly have all at once.
Yes.
Wow.
It's directed by the Daniels. If you're saying, what does that mean to me? It's two guys named Daniel. They directed Swiss Army Man. You know them for Turn Down for What music video.
Just a work of art.
A work of art.
And then a couple other ones.
This lollipop is still on my head.
It is.
I should take it off before it gets stuck. But this movie, it stars Michelle Yeoh as Evelyn, and she just cannot focus, and everything she's wanted to do, she's failed at. And she's just bad at everything.
Pretty much like ADHD undiagnosed almost. Where it's like she needs help.
Yeah. And her husband is Ki Hu Kwan, who you know from the Indiana Jones movies. He's great as the husband / dad. And then their daughter is played by Stephanie Hsu, who most people don't know because she hasn't been in a lot of things.
Yeah, I've never seen anything with her.
But it's about their relationship, all three of their relationship together. It starts one place, ends a different place, not gonna spoil it. But basically, it takes the stereotypes that you see of like broken families or like families that are in disrepair and sort of just like repairs them over time. But what the Daniels do is they say, you know what? Let's just go to the most insane degrees possible. Let's do the weirdest things possible. Hot dog fingers come at some point.
It has to do with like all sorts of different universes, and so they use that as an excuse to do high-flying kung fu action while also being ridiculously emotional. Like everything is just elevated. Like everything, the editing, the acting, I love this movie so much, and I don't know what to say.
and it's hidden with homages like crazy. I mean,
there's like a Wong Kar-wai like scene almost.
Oh, throughout the movie, Wong Kar-wai is present. I mean, if you've ever watched Ashes of Redux or Ashes of Time Redux, it is like makes no sense. This obviously makes sense, but they go for that sort of style that movie is shot in, where it's like the slow motion, like Wong Kar-wai special. But also you get a Randy Newman cameo.
You do.
And when you find out what it is and you realize it's Randy Newman doing it, you're like, what? Excuse me?
But it's that, which is crazy because like what happens with Randy Newman is not the craziest thing that happens in this movie, and you just accept it. Like everything that like there's a scene, again, I don't want to spoil anything, but where it's just two inanimate objects with subtitles, and it made me cry.
Yeah.
But it's like it was just dead silent. This is like an experimental movie almost, where it's just like let's do weird stuff, but telling this like super relatable story for some people in the best way.
It is about everything, but specifically it's about parenting. It's about being a good partner to your partner. It's also being good to your kid, but it's also about like just like accepting and understanding who you are, and like, yeah, it's okay to make faults. I mean, but it's also about like how we're so divided as a country. It's about like pessimism versus optimism.
That's like the big one.
Both of them can share similarities, and like just because someone's a pessimist, me, doesn't mean that I'm like hate everything. There is one thing that I love. It's zebra cakes and pro wrestling.
And that keeps you going.
Exactly. And so it's like, it's the thing, you have to find the things you love and make sure you share it with people and they know this, and also make sure that your loved ones know that they're loved, and you can't just like hold back your emotions. Oh man, it's just, as a parent, wonderful movie.
You said all of those like super emotional themes while also hot dog fingers.
But it also has Jamie Lee Curtis in it, who's really fun. She's not
great.
Like present in a lot of the movie, but she uses her time really well. I mean, That's why you hire Jamie Lee Curtis.
She's a bucket of fun.
Yes. Jenny Slate's in it for a cup of coffee, but it's a really good cup of coffee.
Oh man. Yeah. It's hard to talk about this movie because I just want to, yeah.
Zach, I'm throwing you a curveball here. I want you to do something weird out of 10. And it can't involve the lollipop.
I don't know. Here, I'll do a little smiley face on my finger. So in the movie, in order to get different universe like powers, you have to do something absolutely insane. Mm-hmm. And so this is my insane thing, is drawing a little smiley face. And 10 of these smiley faces out of 10. I loved this movie so much. Insanely emotional. Everything that you can possibly feel while watching a movie is in this movie, while also being the most like creative and bonkers movie I've seen in a long time. And at the end of the credits, I just kind of sat there and like took a breather, which I haven't done in a long time. Like usually I'm like, oh yeah, that was a blast. It was like, It was, left me breathless. He ate Ash. Oh my God.
10 out of 10.
Un esercito di prodi